This is going to be a quick video where I introduce you to music production on your computer using a website called Soundtrap. Soundtrap offers a browser-based DAW or digital audio workstation, which allows you to start doing multi-track recording and sculpting a song like you would in any other digital audio workstation program. Programs like Ableton Live or Logic or FL Studio, Pro Tools, Reaper, whatever DAWs you've heard of or your friends use. So Soundtrap is free to use. You can use the free user account has some limitations, but all the basic stuff that you need to do to make music you can do. So after you make an account, what we want to go to is the studio. So there's these enter studio buttons. There's also the studio button up here in the upper right. So if I go ahead and hit that, brings up a blank project. I'll hit music, and this is our blank project. So we're going to have different tracks of different sounds along here, and then this way is going to be the timeline. So I'm going to start by bringing in some loops. Soundtrap has a loop search function, so you can either hit this browse loop button here, or you can hit this purple button up in the upper right. And there are tons of loops here. You can listen to them by just clicking on them. You can also filter with these buttons here. One thing to note is any of these loops that say upgrade underneath them require you to have a upgraded Soundtrap account. So the normal free account doesn't allow you to use these, but if you go to one of the loops that does not say upgrade underneath it, you can use it with a free account fine and not have to worry about it. So I'm just going to click and drag this in here. So now this has automatically set up this loop, and at the top here there's this little purple bar, and it automatically made that purple bar fit this whole thing, and that is our loop bar, so or a cycle bar in Soundtrap. So if it's playing, then once it reaches the end, it will go back to the beginning, loop back to the beginning. Something to note is if this purple bar is grayed out like this, so you can adjust it by clicking on it. If it's grayed out, it will not loop. So if I play from here, it will not go back to the beginning once it reaches the end. So you'll want to keep this on when you're starting out making a song. We're going to add in another track. So I'm going to go find some drum stuff. I'm going to bring in this hi-hat. Soundtrap does a pretty good job of automatically making these loops fit whatever the BPM or tempo of your song is. So you can just drag and drop them in, and it'll usually match up pretty well. I'm also going to bring in a kick and a snare. And maybe we'll bring in this top as well. So if we go ahead and play this back, now that I'm looking at it, it looks like this top is just a combination of these two tracks together. So to test this out, I'm going to hit this button right here. This is solo. So this is to hear just the track that is soloed. So I'm just listening to that, and then I want to hear if that was the same as these two. So now I'm going to hit solo on this one and solo on this one. I guess the difference is this has a kick as well, but I don't think I actually want to have this top beat here. So I'm going to go ahead and just click on the loop, and I'm going to hit backspace or delete to get rid of it. And I can also get rid of the track by clicking on these three dots here and going to delete track. So now that I have this, here are my three different tracks that I have so far. I have my synth, I have my hi-hats, and I have my kick and snare. Sounds all right. I might want to add something new, so I'm going to hit add new track, and I could click on this to bring up a microphone track. So if I wanted to record some singing or play some instrument into the microphone, then I could do that. It'll give me a bit of a countdown, and then it'll start recording. I'm not really a singer, so I'm not going to sing right here, so I'm just going to hit stop. We'll be able to hear my talking, because I was talking while I was recording, but I'm not really a singer, so I'm not going to... Embarrassing. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that, and it might be a little bit easier to play or sing along with what you're doing if you have a metronome on. So you can do that by clicking this button right here, the metronome. So now if I hit start recording, it would give me a click to count in, and then once it starts, it will still have a click as well. And so that's how that works. If I didn't want to do a mic, for example, then I could also choose one of these other things, and these are instruments. I'm going to choose synthesizer, and you can play the synthesizer with your mouse. You can play it with your computer keyboard by hitting the keys that are listed. Or if you have a MIDI keyboard or electronic piano that is plugged into your computer, you can use that. And I have one plugged in, so I can do that. So now if I go back to the beginning and hit record, it will record the notes that I play right here. So that is not a great melody, but I just wanted to sort of show you what recording is like. So if I go back to the beginning again and play it back, you're going to hear it back. You can change the sound by switching through here. So still the same notes, but different sound. And if you click on it, it will bring up the browser. And in a similar fashion, the ones that say upgrade, you cannot use without an upgraded account. So just keep that in mind. And I think that's going to be pretty much it for this first video. Just showing you some basics to start playing around with Soundtrap. I'll have more videos in the future going over some more advanced stuff, and we'll be progressing through using a DAW like Soundtrap. And anyways, hopefully you got something out of that, and thanks for watching.